Hello, everybody. Welcome to Slogans Rock and Metal Extravaganza. We're here today to continue our top 3 album series, and we're on 1970. Joining us today, we got Rand the Rocker. We got Tim Henry, his first time on the channel. So I'd like to, I was going to say congratulate. That doesn't make sense. I would like to, what's the word?
Introduce.
Introduced. Yeah, that's not the word, but yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome, Tim. I don't think this
Words
coffee.
are hard.
Welcome, Tim,
Thanks
to the
very
channel.
much.
Joseph Suto from Rock Show Critique. He's got his own channel. Me and him have actually been doing a Crocus series together. We're actually attending the same Triumph concert next Saturday, so we might actually meet up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
West Coast Dave is back, and Christina's back again. So we're gonna do our favorite 3 albums from 1970. Go over them briefly or detailed, however you want to do it, and we'll go our third favorite, second favorite, and our first favorite. We're gonna go in order of how you see it, but first, how you guys doing? What's going on with you guys?
Good. I just got back from Monterey, California, seeing Carl Palmer's ELP Legacy Tribute
Nice.
concert, which was phenomenal.
Cool.
Sweet, jealous.
Cool. All right.
Oh, I got a question about Crocus since you brought it up. Are you guys including Change of Address?
Well, we did everything. We're every single album we went through.
Did you talk about Alan Halder's guitar solo and how in the hell he got on there?
I think that was brought up.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to check
that's
that
a
out.
weird person to be on a Crocus album.
I know. How did he do that? I can never figure it out. I have to check that out.
Yeah, cool. We got a pretty cool group of people here, so everyone's welcoming Tim now. So, all right, cool. So, Rand, what's your number?
Yes,
3?
sir. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go in order of reference, I guess. It's gonna be surprising, really. But my third is this.
That's not surprising. Come on, I knew you were gonna pick the Beatles.
Yeah, but it's third, and they were my favorite band back then.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I love this album, but I can never figure out why Phil Spector left off "Don't Let Me Down." It's the dumbest thing anybody could have ever done. And they finally fixed it on the Naked album. You guys heard the Beatles "Naked"? Let It Be Naked. Great. They got rid of all that orchestra and choir and put on "Don't Let Me Down," and it's just way better. I love it. But this is a great album, though. For the last album, and say goodbye to the fans, and it was done before Abbey Road, but we didn't know that at the time.
Well, Rand, they put out this one too. And this one has "Don't Let Me Down."
Yeah, I got that.
Same year.
That's a great album because of everything that's on it. Was never on any other album in America.
Yeah,
it was put out by Apple.
Singles and leave them off the albums. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have actually. It feels like a Capitol album because everything they put on there came from Capitol Records, but for some reason it's on Apple. I could never figure that out either. But that never went to CD, I don't think.
That's because Phil Spector was an idiot.
Yeah, he was.
He was a normal human being, Phil Spector.
Have you seen the movie with Al Pacino?
Lunatic.
Oh God, he plays Phil Spector so good.
That sounds hilarious. I got to check that out.
Oh, gotta see it. Gotta see it. He's out of his mind. Pacino had a field day on that.
That sounds good.
It's really good.
Cool. So, Tim, welcome to the channel. What's your third favorite album of 1970?
My third favorite also is Beatles' Let It Be.
There you go.
All right.
It was the 13th and last Beatles album released on May 8th, 1970, just days after the Beatles announced they were breaking up. It was recorded in January of 1969. The recording sessions were filmed by Michael Lindsay Hogg and was released as a film and won an Oscar for Best Soundtrack in 1970. The band were at odds with each other. The collapse of the group led to the abandonment of the sessions in favor of Abbey Road. It was finally finished in April 1970 with the production of Phil Spector. It featured the singles Get Back, Let It Be, The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue, and in 2020, Rolling Stone ranked it number 342 on the list of the 500 best albums of all time.
Cool.
Awesome. And another fun fact, the LP of that, it's the only time Apple ever put out a red apple on a record.
Oh, yeah. That is correct.
And we thought it was blood from the breakup of the Beatles.
Blood.
That's what everybody was saying in
They
1970.
stabbed each other. What?
I was in high school, and we were talking about it. It's like, you got the new Let It Be? Yeah, it's got the blood record label.
It's usually green.
All right, cool. Joseph, what's your number 3?
Well, I've got After the Gold Rush by Neil Young.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
From your neck of the woods up there.
Yeah.
So came out in September 19th, 1970, and it was actually recorded in mid 69 till just about mid 1970. So they worked on it for quite a while there. Actually peaked at number 5 in Canada.
That was huge.
Yep. And number 8 in the US, despite some really bad initial reviews on the album. Rolling Stone's Langdon Winter actually said none of the songs here rise above the uniformly dull surface.
Oh, boy.
But then,
Disagree,
since
huh?
then,
Rolling Stone doesn't like anything, so it's
Does Jan Winter, does he ever give a good review?
I'm going to review Jan Winter right now.
well, the weird thing was they changed their tune in 1975 because Rolling Stone referred to the album as a masterpiece in 1975. So 5 years later, they're looking at a whole different thing here, which is
Their critic didn't even like Led Zeppelin 1, so I lost all respect for
It
that
was so
paper.
big, they probably would look stupid if they still criticized it 5 years later.
Okay.
yeah. And I would say the notable songs on this one I like really are After the Gold Rush, the title track there. Southern Man, of course, was the big one that you always heard on the radio. Only Love Can Break Your Heart's another gem that kind of hides on the album. Some really good stuff here. And it's pretty much the album that really helped set Neil Young up for success here. So that's what I got for that.
I like Al Val. He's right.
That's
Right on.
correct.
Phil Spector's an idiot. Jan Winter. All these people.
Guy's smart.
That's funny. All right, West Coast Dave. Cool, we got some different choices here. Well, 2 different
All
choices.
right, my choice is my number 3 is the Velvet Underground, Loaded.
Uh-oh.
And this is a very New York album, as you can tell from that subway
Okay.
prints right there. You can see the cool lenticular cover there I got, the special edition. Anyway, this is a classic, Sid. You're going to play one of these songs on your show tomorrow, and you're going to like it, I swear.
I can't.
Is it better than Lulu?
Can't listen to that band. I'm sorry.
Rand doesn't like
no.
Lou Reed, that's why. So
I don't think Lou
Lou
Reed
Reed
can
doesn't-
sing his
Lou
way out
Reed
of a wet
doesn't sing
paper
all
bag.
songs.
Sorry.
Hey, Rand, it's my turn. Back off, man.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, there's some really stone cold classics on this album. This is a very emotional album with perfectly crafted songs on it. It's very New York. I would call it rhythm and blues meets white boy street rock. It's about being a druggie, There's a song called Sweet Jane. That's just a stone cold all-time rock classic. 3 Chords and the Truth. When I first heard that song, Sweet Jane, I really wanted to learn all the words and figure out what he was saying because there's some really weird kind of poetry in there.
Okay.
A lot of people heard that.
There's a line where he says, there's even some mothers that will tell you everything is just dirt. And there's this secret verse to this song about heavenly wine and roses that got cut off some versions. It's just really cool. This is legendary. Anyway, the next song after that on the album is Rock and Roll. And I can't figure out what's more classic, Sweet Jane or Rock and Roll. I mean, they're just like tent poles of great rock music. And it's about a social reject being saved by rock music. Lou Reed wrote it about himself. In the song, he rhymes amputations and rock and roll stations. And there's great guitar playing. There's great soloing on this. This was their attempt. Like, if you only know the Velvet Underground from the Banana Peel album, that was a lot more droney and experimental compared to this. This was their attempt at making like a regular rock album and trying to actually sell some albums. It is the most accessible Velvet Underground album for sure. And the last song I wanted to mention that everybody's going to listen to tomorrow at the listening party is Oh Sweet Nothing. That song is a 10 out of 10. Doug Yule sings it, not Lou Reed. And it's very sad. sad song. It's about being homeless and just kind of learning to accept that and that being okay. And somebody that has nothing. There's characters that flow throughout all these songs, including Oh Sweet Nothing. And it's got really great guitar playing, and we'll check it out tomorrow. So that's my first pick, Velvet Underground, Loaded.
Cool. All right, cool. Christina,
If you need it, Rand, it's okay.
Yay.
I think it's more just Lou Reed. He doesn't like his voice. That's more than.
Jesus, am I holding it right?
Lou Reed sings better on that album.
That live Sweet Jane, it's got a beautiful intro. Love it.
That's Rock and Roll Animal. That's a
That
great
is
album.
Prague City. I've
That's
always
All
loved
right,
that.
let's see.
Steve
So,
Hunter and Dick Wagner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Peter Gabriel band or Alice Cooper band.
Oh, you got both, Christina?
yes, I have both.
Wow.
David Bowie.
There's
maybe-
3 covers to that, right? That's another cover even.
Yes, there's another one too.
Oh,
yeah.
the CD one, right? Yeah. The one where he's in the dress.
That's
Yeah.
another mystery. Why would people do 3 album covers? It
It's
doesn't-
a bit strange.
I don't know that the cartoon ones for the U.S. dress.
Oh,
ones.
that's the one. That was the one where he looks like Lauren Bacall. They said wearing a dress.
The US one came out first, right? And then
Which one's the US one is one where he's got his
Not first.
foot up
the
his foot
cowboy
up in
hat.
the air with the
Cowboy hat, yeah.
acoustic guitar. That's the one I always saw when I was young.
Okay.
And he has really short hair.
Yeah.
All right, so it was produced by Tony Visconti, who is also the bass player. David did the vocals. Mick Ronson. This is his first LP with David, and Woody Woodmansey did the drums.
Yeah.
And this began his classic period, moving away from his folk rock. The lyrics explore alienation, mental stability, and this is a good one. The Nietzsche concepts. It's partially influenced by a poet called William Hughes Mearns, but the real philosophy of that was written by Friedrich Nietzsche, which centers on the reevaluation of all values, urging individuals to create their own meaning through the will of power. A world devoid of objective truth or God. He famously declared God is dead, advocating for
The lyrics are off the wall.
the Ubermensch, which creates their own values. Now I can't read my handwriting. Embraces life through amor fati, which is the love of fate, and objects traditional mortality. He argued that traditional Christianity had lost its authority in the modern world, risking the descent into nihilism, which we all know what that is. Nothing else matters. All right, so then we go to the first song was called "A Width of a Circle." It's 8 minutes long, and it has a slower tempo, but it has a really good solo. And the lyrics are about madness, biblical references, existential dread. Bowie said it was a reflection of the depths of himself during a depressed, aimless period of his life. Then the second one is called All the Madmen. There's a hint of insanity in this album here, which I will get to. The percussion's really good. David Bowie uses a recorder in it, and I thought it was a flute at first. That's how good it is. And then the bass and the guitar part with the children singing in the end.
Yeah.
There's really great vocals and a Moog synth ending. And the lyrics are about institutionalization, lobotomy. It portrays a world where the insane are the mad, and they are the ones who are locked up. They're the sane ones. It's inspired by Bowie's half brother, who was in the Cane Hill Mental Hospital.
Wow.
I told you this.
I've never heard this record. Never heard a song at all, I don't think.
Really?
Wow,
Not even a
Rand,
man who
you're
saw
missing
the
out,
world.
dude.
You had to hear
I would
that.
check it out. I would check. I do want to check out the early Bowie. I
Most
do.
hard rock album, I would say, if you're gonna compare it to everything else. I mean, the next one has Ziggy Stardust has some heavy moments too, but this one's probably his, I guess, heaviest, if you want to call it that. But yeah.
Well, the next one song is Black Country Rock, and that's more like a glam rock song. And in the end, he uses like Mark Bolan vocals, and I read up on that.
They're good friends. So.
It's in the final verse, and Woody and Mick did not like that. They hated it, and they did not want to play it live. That's what I found out. They didn't want to play it live. But Bowie,
love that song.
I know. Bowie said that he ran out of words for that last verse, so that's why he did that. He thought it was fun. So then we have After All. Now this has quieter vocals. It also has children singing in it. It's a cabaret style waltz, they say, in 3/4 time. It has circus-like acoustic guitar. Tony said it was influenced by childhood songs like Inchworm. The lyrics talk about how adults are taller children. Immature adulthood and needs to... Oh, it nods to Aleister Crowley, acting as a creepy, nightmarish exploration of innocence and experience. And if you know who Mr. Crowley is from Ozzy, talk about the same character here. And Crowley was born in 1875 and he died in 1947. And he was a highly influenced British occultist, ceremonial magician, poet, and founded the spiritual philosophy of Thelema, known as the Great Beast 666, and labeled the wickedest man in the world by the press. He advocated, do what that will shall be the whole of the law. A lot of story behind this one. I did not realize, So you start looking this stuff up. Then number 5 is Running on Blues. This is a darker hard rock song about a mentally unstable Vietnam vet turned serial killer. Written in response to the My Lai massacre. It has driving guitar, and I love the synth in it. It's got good synth parts in it, and it comes to an abrupt ending. And the lyrics talk about a sociopath xenophobe in a murderous frenzy. And then the My Lai massacre was a war crime in March 16th, 1968. It was the mass murder of unarmed civilians in Son Mai village, South Vietnam. Mostly women, children, and elderly men. U.S. troops raped and mutilated women and children, killed them with automatic weapons. It was estimated 350 to 500 people were massacred during that.
Wow.
I watch that war on my news every day, every night.
Yeah. It's not good. I wish it would end. That's for sure.
And then I joined the Air Force.
Oh, okay, Rand. I hear you. Number
You
6.
just wanted to fly the plane. Come on.
But I just made driveways, so
Okay.
I didn't do any killing.
Okay. Number 6 is Savior Machine. One verse. It's one verse with alternating bridges and choruses. It's a heavy rock song with apocalyptic sci-fi tale of the sentient computer. The prayer that brings the world peace and threatens destruction out of boredom. Skepticism of technology influenced by a 1969 film called Colossus, The Forbin Project. The computer
Yeah.
to end war and hunger demands to be destroyed because it decides a plague is quite favorable now. Too much history in this album here. I mean,
You're good.
Bowie, what were you doing to me when I chose you?
I think it's really interesting.
What a deep dive we got going
know?
there.
Yeah, it
You
is.
never realize how crazy like his lyrics were not just nonsense, right? Like he was
No.
writing weird off the wall, crazy stuff.
Yeah. And then number 7, she shook me cold. This is heavy, jamming, pre-metal.
Yeah.
Has some heavy
Heavy
blues
song.
in there. The lyrics: conquest, vulnerability, sadomasochism, submissive to a woman. One of the lyrics say, "Mother, she blew my brain." Number 8, the man who sold the world. Now, I would think that you would have heard this.
Nirvana song. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, maybe at least by Nirvana.
Not me.
Nirvana was okay, but yeah, it's just whatever.
This is better. This is better. Come on.
They didn't really change it. To me, it sounds
No,
exactly
it's
the
a different
same.
vocalist.
No,
That's
he
all it really is.
That's why I like this. This is the original. Haunting song exploring identity, splintered personalities, and existential dread. Written when he was 19, it reflected a personal search for self, unity, and a mystical state, meeting one's past or future self. Inspired by the poem Antigonish, reflecting his anxieties about multiple personalities. And when you think about that with Bowie, he changed his personalities through his history here. And I think he did that.
Yes.
So he wouldn't, because he was afraid of having multiple personalities, and this is the way he could control it.
So he was doing a lot of white powder back then.
En el comedor haya estado mejor.
Because we all, but we don't all feel anxiety about multiple personalities sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't, Sid, but some of us have. The Superman is number 9. This is a heavy opening riff given to Mick, supposedly by Jimmy Page, I've read.
Okay.
Heavy lumbering riff, dramatic timpani part, and lyrics describing ancient beings. Friedrich Nietzsche's Übermensch, or L.P. Lovecraft's cosmic horror, and Gnostic themes of wondrous beings chained to life, immortal like God, like creatures that have become slaves. And my favorite on this is After All. Second would be The Man Who Sold the World, and third would be The Width of a Circle.
Nice. Cool.
Sorry it was so long, but there's a lot of history on that album.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought everybody would like to know it too.
It's funny. This album didn't do as well as his other stuff. Like I'm looking at it worldwide, it only sold 1.7 million copies. Gold in the UK. It should have been. Yeah, he really hadn't gotten. I mean, the next album was when he really blew up, right? But I think I actually like this better too. I almost picked it. I mean, it's going to be in my honorables. Yeah, I'm giving away honorables.
It doesn't have a hit.
I like to say it's cool, these reissues, like you can turn it around, like it has both, like you can flip it around. And then, yeah, that other one where he's just standing there with the black cover is just like a little small square on the inside. But yeah, it's kind of cool that they give you both album covers on the CD.
Yeah,
it's interesting. But cool. So mine is, a lot of people are probably going to have this higher. I'm assuming this will be picked. by others, but we'll see. Number 3, I'm going Sabbath, Paranoid. I had to have this on the list. I know a lot of people say it's 71, but it did come out in the UK first in 1970, so it is a 1970 release. But even on the CD, when they reissued it, it says 70. So not the best album cover, obviously. It's kind of like everyone always kind of says like amazing album, but the album cover is just kind of didn't hurt the album sales though, anyways. So I mean, people say album covers can affect things. It didn't really affect it for these guys because it's a iconic album. I mean, you got right off the bat, you got War Pigs on here, which is probably like the best anti-war song of all time. Like I just love War Pigs. I mean, I'm not gonna go into too much detail on these songs. I think people know all these songs for the most part already. But yeah, it's just a classic album. You got War Pigs on here. Paranoid, yeah, I've heard that 50 million times, but you know what? I still enjoy it when I hear it. Planet Caravans, like this really dark, weird, creepy song. Iron Man's been obviously used in a million different movies. I love that picture, West Coast Day. That's so cool. Electric Funeral, like that's just a classic heavy riff. And I know it's a bit weird, but I know Lady Gaga is like a big, huge metalhead aside from like her whole pop image. And she actually, she said she used to like, I think, go-go dance to that song, Electric Funeral. And actually, if you listen to, she mentioned the very beginning of, what's that damn song? Is it Bad Romance? The very beginning of it, where she's doing that rah 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 rah. That's taken from Electric Funeral. It's the same melody.
Oh yeah,
guitar riff, that wow 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 wow. Yeah, it's the exact
that's
same.
funny.
Hand of Doom is just like this long epic song with all sorts of changes in it and gets jammy. Rat Salad's just a really cool instrumental. And yeah, Bill Ward, you can really tell that he was actually a jazz drummer. You hear it on this like a lot, doing all these crazy fills. And then you got Fairies Wear Boots, which is actually probably my favorite song on the album. I really like Fairies Wear Boots. That's a song that kind of gets overlooked. But yeah, really, again, really weird lyrics too. Like, yeah, about talking to dwarfs. I think seems like it's a song about being high and hallucinating and seeing things is what that sounds like lyrically. But yeah, just a classic album, and this was huge for a reason. It was a toss up for me between this and the debut, but I had to give it to this. I could have picked both, but I'm going with this. But yeah, just a classic, solid album. I'm surprised it's not my number one. There's a few that I like a little bit more, but yeah, everyone knows this album. If you're a rock fan and you don't have this in your collection, well, then you're doing something wrong because everyone knows this album. So, like,
I have a huge box set of that.
everyone knows Paranoid, right? Like it's just don't need to say who's in the band. Everyone knows who's in this band, so it's kind of like all right. So that's my number.
And do you ever listen to the B-sides and the alternate takes and stuff?
No, because mine's like the original CD reissue, so I don't have that on here. So I haven't.
No, I was asking Rand.
Oh
yeah, it's in the box set.
Okay.
Do you ever listen to that stuff though?
Oh yeah.
I like the B-sides too, because a lot of people say you buy the box sets and they have all the B-sides and the alternate takes, and people say I only listened to it once and then never listened to it.
Well, that's what I do. I buy a box set like that and I play it once and I put it on the shelf and then I probably don't go back to it for 3 or 4 years.
I would just listen to the B-sides. I wouldn't really care about the alternate takes. So
I love that album. That album was real important to me. It taught me how to play guitar.
Yeah, cool. So Alex wanted to give his picks quickly. So his number 3. Well, I'll just say his number 3. No, sorry, I'm going in the wrong order here. His number 3 is Eric Burdon in War with the album Eric Burdon Declares War. It's the first one. So that was his 3rd pick. So yeah, and then Logan's 3rd pick was Man Who Sold the World. So you and him and Christina are kind of.
I need to listen to that record, I guess.
Yeah, Logan went with Man Who Sold the World. Number 3.
Hunky Dory and all that other stuff.
So Rand, what's your number 2?
Okay, well, I just want to say real quick, I have a Gibson 1972 Gibson SG that I was trying out yesterday, like after having it in the shop for a month. And I ran it through 2 loud amps in my room, and I played Paranoid, Iron Man, Electric Funeral, and all that stuff.
Nice.
I love that album. And Rat Salad's one of my favorites. I love the way Tony plays on that song. But anyways, moving on to my shit. Here's stuff. I mean,
You're good.
the second choice is bizarre because it beat the Beatles, and I can't believe it. Hey, look at that. That's a Terry
Jam
Kath.
version now.
That's a Terry Kath custom. How in the
Air
hell do
drum.
you have that?
It's a reissue.
Oh, it's nice. It's beautiful.
Is that a Neil Young shirt?
No, it's a Uli John Roth shirt.
That's Uli? Oh, okay.
Oh, Holy John Roth.
Oh, you're not giving away picks. They had nothing in 70. So
I've got 3 Electric
All the
Sun
rest of
albums,
Big
Dave.
Fly to the Rainbow, but it didn't come out in 1970.
no.
I have 3 Electric Sun albums, Dave.
Do you like them?
I love them.
On Electric Sun.
Beyond the Astral Skies is great. That third one. Anyways, listen to this or look at this. It's a colored version.
What is it? Oh, George Harrison. Okay.
George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. These are the songs that were building up that he had ready to go for the Beatles, and none of them wanted to play them. So he put out a 3-album set, and it just slayed the world. My Sweet Lord was the first single off of this, and it just skyrocketed to, I think, #1. And it was an amazing song. It was so good. He ends up getting sued by the person that said they wrote it for the chiffons. He's so fine,
Yeah.
and he lost the lawsuit. But then he got somehow he won the lawsuit later. I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, this is just like from the box set reissue. Not that big box, that $1,000 box. I wouldn't buy that. But anyways, I love this album. It's got What Is Life. It's got Beware of Darkness. It's got, like I said, My Sweet Lord. There's so many cool tunes on here. What's another one I like? Anyway, I can't think of the titles right now. But anyway, everything on this album is absolutely stunning. It's really good. I love it. And also, the third LP is him and Eric Clapton and the big band that ends up becoming Derek and the Dominoes, just jamming, just just crazy jams. And it's a great album. I love it. And it was real important to me at the time. I listened to this more than Let It Be, and that's why I put it at number
Oh,
2.
okay.
I love this record, and it's the best George Harrison, in my opinion. It never gets better than this. As his career goes after this, it's a steady decline as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm interested in listening to it. But it's all good music. I mean, I like George Harrison's
Or
even other popular or less popular albums. They're fine.
That album sold a shitload when it came
Oh,
out.
it did.
and then he got sued for that one song, right?
And he got sued for that one song.
Didn't he have to give them all the writing credit or something?
Well, the chorus, man, My Sweet Lord, he's so fine. I mean, that's where they nailed him
I get
right
it.
there. It's the same notes going at the same, the meter and all that.
I guess there's so
But,
many songs that you could say, "Oh, that sounds like this." Every band would have to start suing each other for saying it sounds like
Oh,
something.
Steve Miller is notorious for doing that. On Rock Me Baby, he's ripping off Freeze All right now.
Yeah,
But Paul Kossoff was dead, so he couldn't say anything about it.
yeah. All right, cool. So, Tim, what's your next one?
Well, my next one is Black Sabbath's Paranoid. In my opinion, the best of the Ozzy era Sabbath with the big hits, War Pigs, Paranoid, Iron Man, and Fairies Wear Boots. I don't care for Planet Caravan, a slow, moody, bloody piece. It doesn't really do anything for me. I like Electric Funeral, love the doomy riff and the lyrics.
Yeah,
Bill Ward is a beast on this album, an absolute beast.
just going crazy.
Everybody talks about Tony Iommi. Bill Ward, this is his album, and he is really making a statement on it with his metal and jazz feels. He puts on a clinic on Rat Salad, Black Sabbath's second studio album. It was released September 18th, 1970, and the title track released reached #1 55 years later on July 2025. And Roger Bain produced the album. And it's just a Ozzy era, there's no better album in my opinion than Paranoid.
Cool. Nice. Joey.
All right. So we are going with our second pick. And it's none other than Deep Purple in Rock. Came out on June the 5th, 1970 on Harvest Records. And it's the fourth studio album from Deep Purple, but the first featuring the infamous Mark II lineup.
Yep.
And it was credited as a group production.
Nice.
And interesting note is one of the engineers who worked on the album is Martin Birch, of course, who would go on to bigger and better things,
I'll
staying
be
with
right
Deep
back,
Purple,
guys.
All right.
Rainbow, Fleetwood Mac, Whitesnake, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden. He was everywhere with all those bands. Made a lot of great albums. This was also, oddly enough, Deep Purple's first album that charted in the UK at number 4. So it went all the way up to number 4 after never making the charts on their first 3 albums. And in the US, it only peaked at number 143, but it did go gold. Now, this album doesn't have a lot of tracks on it, but oddly enough, the weird thing is the track that was actually released as a single at the same time the album came out, Black Knight, was not on the album because they recorded that song after the album was actually completed because the management felt there was no single on the album. So that's how Black Knight came to be. And man, what else can you say about this album? I'd say, obviously Speed King, great song that the band, well, they were doing it for a while. I don't think they're doing it much anymore these days, but, and then of course, Hard Loving Man was another great song on this album. And the third one, I'll give it, this is probably the all-time classic, Child in Time. Yeah. A very long 10-minute plus song, but man, does Ian Gillan, can he sing on this one? That song showcases his vocal range.
Oh yeah.
More so than any song that they ever sang. And I saw him sing it once live back on the 1980 the House of Blue Light tour back in 87. Okay. So that was like they pretty much stopped playing it pretty much a couple of years after that. So that's a song Roger Glover told me personally it will never be played in concert again. So sadly enough.
See,
but obviously at this age,
you wouldn't want to hear Ian attempting that now. It's just
no, not at all.
Why? You don't want to
octave lower.
There's no way in hell in his 70s you can expect the guy to do that. Like it would sound terrible. You would. I saw him. I saw Deep Purple. I don't know what year it was. 2000s. They didn't even they played Space Truckin', but that yeah part at the end, he didn't even do that. He just did like a wah wah on the guitar where he went wah 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 and did imitated the part that would be done on the vocals because it's like you can't expect him to try to hit those notes. And yeah, they didn't play Child in Time, unfortunately, of course, but yeah, you're lucky you got to see them back then. And I guess he good back then too. Like he nailed the vocals on that show.
And that was with Blackmore too, so that was the only time I got to see Blackmore ever live and in person. Actually,
at least you got to see him.
Yep, and that was it. I'm actually going to be seeing Deep Purple this summer. They're coming out by us a couple shows, so I'm going to be checking them out. They're coming with Kansas.
I entered 1 tickets.
Wow.
Should be I saw them I think it was 2 years ago. They played with Yes on a double bill, and man, I could not believe how good, Gillan still sounds, considering his age, because I didn't even think he'd be able to sing, the main song they always open with, Highway Star, and he does a good version. Obviously, it's not quite exactly like the version you expect it to hear, but the fact that they still try to open up with it every show is just amazing. But yeah, so Deep Purple, definitely one of my favorite bands, and that's where I've got my number 2 choice in rock.
Cool. West Coast Dave.
Joseph, the times that I played Sweet Child of Mine around the house.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Father, my wife, or people that came over.
Child in Time, that's Guns N' Roses.
You hear it start the Clink, 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 clink. And people just go like, dude, not again. And I'm like, oh, let's get into it. It's just like,
Da,
that's
da,
like
da.
That song.
so awesome. And then when he goes to the scream. So I'm just gonna kind of sorry guys, I'm boring, but there it is. There's my second pick, the Metropolis.
There you go.
And I'm just gonna Christina already did a really good job talking
That
about
was excellent.
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned so much about that album. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
I'm just going to go over a couple of lyrics that I think are really cool. Like on A Width of a Circle, he says, a spitting sentry, horned and tailed, is waiting for you. Awesome. On All the Madmen, he says, where can the horizon lie? When a nation hides its organic minds in a cellar, dark and grim, they must be very dim. Really
Yes.
cool. At the, also very famously on that song, he says, here I stand, foot in hand, talking to my wall. I'm not quite right at all, am I? And then at the end of that, he starts singing Zane, 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 ouvre le chien. So I looked it up, and that means open the dog. And it's just supposed to be an expression of insanity.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Black Country Rock, he says, pack up horse and rest up here on Black Country Rock. I love
What
how
he's saying, I never knew what the hell he was saying.
he says, pack horse up. And it just sounds so beautiful.
Weird the way he sings it.
Pack up horse and rest up here. I just love the vocal delivery on that. Is so cool.
I thought he was saying something like pack a case of beer or something. I don't know.
Pack horse up.
I did look that up.
So he uses pack twice in the same line, and he uses the word up twice in the same line, which, you know, that's kind of like a no-no. People usually don't do that kind of thing. So
It's almost like he's stuttering or something. Like, it's weird. It's a really weird vocal delivery.
It's very rhythmic, you know. The song Save Your Machine, he says, a plague seems quite feasible now, or maybe a war, or I may kill you all. Nice. Yeah. It's about somebody named President Joe who's just threatening mad destruction. She shook me cold. He says he broke the gentle hearts of many young virgins. Really cool line right there.
Song about Logan. I'm kidding.
Yeah. On the man who sold the world, he says, I gazed a gazely stare. And I think that's a beautiful line also. It's so good. And yeah, so that's good enough for talking about that album again. But just his lyrics are unparalleled. I mean, what a poet! Just beautiful stuff. And killer guitar playing. Mick Ronson kicks ass.
Mick Ronson's such an underrated guitar player. He gets overlooked because he was in Bowie's bands. It was all about Bowie, but he's
Randy Rhodes. You could tell Randy Rhodes copied all his look and everything from
Mick was amazing.
Mick Ronson.
Even he's got some good solo material too. Like, he's such a great guitar player.
Got solo stuff, yeah.
And honestly, I didn't even realize till probably maybe 5 or 6 years ago that he played on Jack and Diane by John Cougar. He actually wrote the song, helped write the song too.
Really?
That.
Probably made lots of money writing that. Yeah, that's Mick. So Christina, what's your next one?
Oh, my next one is another poet.
Doors. We haven't had the Doors yet. Cool.
Morrison Hotel. This is a Japanese import. That one there. I have other ones too. All right. This came out in 1970. As you know, it's their 5th album. They went back to their blues rock, hard rock sound, away from that poppier sound of "Hello, I love you." Energetic and fun. Side A is the Hard Rock Cafe. Side B is the Morrison Hotel. The cover art photo was taken by a man named Henry Diltz at the Morrison Hotel in LA. It reached number 4 on the Billboard. We got Jim on vocals. We got Bobby Krieger on guitar, John Densmore on drums, and Ray Manzarek on organ, and Ray Neapolitan on bass, who is also a studio player, I read. Okay, and Roadhouse Blues. Everybody knows that song. The harmonic in that song was done by a man named John Sebastian Pugliese. The bass on that one was done by a guy named Lonnie Mack. So I don't know why. Maybe the studio guy had some other commitment. It was released as a B-side to You Make Me Real. Live in studio feel, great riffs. It's the rawest, energetic blues rock song. Has that Let It Roll sound.
Okay.
The lyrics were inspired by a road trip and a reference to Topanga Choral Venue. The lyrics, keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel, written by Jim, refers to driving to his cottage with then girlfriend Pamela Corson. This song has a lot of references to her because there's a lot of ballad songs on it too.
Bobo. Oh.
You know, Lonnie Mack was a really good blues guitar player from Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Waiting for the Sun. That's the title of their debut LP. It's got a heavy sound, longing for the arrival of something new with the imagery of the first flash of Eden. Written for their 1968 third LP, but ended up on this one. 3, You Make Me Feel Real, has a good honky-tonk piano like the first song. Soulful vocals, wagering shuffle on the drums, riffs. Single only reached number 40 on the Cashbox Top 100. So I think they should have made the A-side Roadhouse Blues, maybe? I don't know. She think it would have made more with that side. Third is Peace Frog. Distorted guitar riffs, great bass line. It was inspired by Skip Spence of Moby Grape. Morrison's dark lyrics based on a poem, Abortion Stories. Abortion Stories, sorry. Oh, a bottom story.
A bottom story. That's something else.
Because he's saying blood in the streets. He's talking about blood and violence through the whole song.
Crazy.
You know? Yeah. Unsettling imagery of blood violence and childhood memories. Blood in the streets of New Haven refers to Jim's 1967 arrest and memories of witnessing an accident involving Native Americans. So I guess that's where more of the blood come from. Blue Sunday, number 5. This is a tender romantic ballad believed to be written for Pam. Is it a filler track? Because I really don't think this one fits at all. 6.
I love that song.
Perfect.
Yes, I do very much.
Is that another wedding song for you, West Coast Dave?
I already got married too late.
I guess it would have been.
I have too many ballads. I have a problem with them lately. Sorry. 6, Ship of Fools.
Oh.
Great organ. Lighter side, but still bluesy. It's a metaphor for the downfall of the human race. It's a sea shanty nautical theme. The lyrics, the human race war dying out. No one left to scream and shout. People walking on the moon. Smog gonna get you soon. He's referring to the moon landing, I assume. Then we have another one that's like a sea shanty song. This one's a little livelier. It's called Land Ho. This one's got more of a pirate feel to it. He's got bellowing vocals, distorted guitar. Morrison's grandfather and father were naval officers. 8, The Spy. This is another song they think that it was written about his rocky relationship with Pam. It has great bass line, slow, subtle guitar and piano, intimate melancholic tone. Lyrics. Here. Spy in the House of Love. A novel by a 1954 Aeneas Nin. Then we have 9, Queen of the Highway. This has a groovy sound, and the lyrics in this is the monster in leather and the princess. So again, they think he's referring to his relationship with Pam, but who knows? Maybe it could be another one. Indian Summer, number 10. This one has a hint of jazz, I think. It's a romantic, moody ballad. Nostalgic feel. Left over from their sessions from their 1967 debut album. Number 11 is Maggie McGill, which has a funky stack style sound. It's harmonic in there. It's got a catchy groove. The lyrics tell a dark story of a girl's downfall in a harsh environment who was killed in a violent accident. And my favorites are Peace Frog, Waiting for the Sun, and Roadhouse Blues.
Cool. All right, so mine here would be Rand, Wake Up. That actually worked. Oh, okay.
I only had 2 hours sleep last night. Sorry.
All right. So what am I?
He was nervous about his appearance on the show today. He wanted to make sure it was just right.
I'm on my number 2 here. So I actually don't own a copy of this because the CD is kind
Checks
of
in the mail day.
And, good luck finding the record of this too. Maybe one of you will have this record, but let me add the album here since I don't own it. So I've only been able to listen to it off of like streaming or YouTube really. So it's got 2 album covers. So this one.
Oh yeah. I like the American cover better.
Uriah Heep, very heavy, it's weird. It's not even there. It's very heavy, very humble. I guess they're kind of poking fun at their own accents. The British bands, they would say very heavy, very humble, but they removed it, so it's heavy and humble. So
yeah.
That's the UK version, and then the US cover's got like that weird snake. I got that on.
I hate that cover.
This,
that one I like.
I think Beatles.
That's the one I was introduced to. That's the first one I saw.
Yeah. I think Tim Burton was a fan of this because it looks like the snake in Beetlejuice when he turns into a snake. It's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Anyways, that album. Yeah, this one, again, iconic in the influence for heavy metal music. People probably wouldn't really call this heavy metal now by today's standards, but if you're going to keep called Deep Purple heavy metal, I think these guys should also be called heavy metal. Very kind of similar musically with the crazy chaotic keyboard work of oh my god,
Ken Hensley.
Yes, thank you. And both are. I like both album covers. The Cobweb one's kind of weird, just really strange.
That's creepy. I don't like that. Spidery.
But the whole album kind of has a creepy sound, anyways. Like it starts, and again, there's both issues also have different track listings, so it's weird. The US one has Bird of Prey, which ends up being on the second album. So it's just kind of straight out. If you're going to get an issue of this, you're better off getting like the 2003 or the 2016 expansion. You get like all these extra bonus tracks and stuff, and it includes everything. But starts off with Gypsy, which is just this crazy heavy song with the crazy keyboard work. Walking in Your Shadow, might be my favorite song on the album. Just kind of like this bluesy song, but has this really cool riff to it. I think Mick Box is a phenomenal guitar player.
Love Mick.
What can you say about Ken Hensley, right? Like
awesome.
He played keyboards, he did slide guitar, mellotron, piano. On later albums, he actually does some vocals on some songs on some other albums. He doesn't sing on here, but he's got a good voice too. But that's just a great solid album all the way through. I think I probably do prefer the US release because it has Bird of Prey on it. Lucy Blues is a good song. It's okay. But what's interesting about Lucy Blues is oh my god, what's his name now from Elton John's band? The drummer.
Nigel Olsson.
Yes, Nigel Olsson plays drums on that song. So they were kind of having an issue with drummers. The first 4 albums are all like different drummers until they finally found Lee Kerslake. he's I guess on the fourth one. But yeah,
Oh, he's killer.
but this first album, you got 3 different drummers. You got Ole Olsen, Alex Napier, drums on everything except Lucy Blues, Dream Mare, and Bird of Prey, and Keith Baker's on drums of Bird on Prey. But then yeah, like I said, you got yeah, Lucy Blues is oh my god, what's his name? We're just talking about it. Anyways, but yeah, Nigel is a great drummer.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Uriah Heep, just very underrated band. I think they should have been bigger. Like I think, and they're still putting out material. They've got like 25 albums. It's crazy. And again, this is their debut album. This is to me like this is right up there within rock. It's straight. It's a great album. Dream Mare is a good one. You got this kind of weird la 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 at the very end, but it's very catchy and it goes. It's got all these songs have really good heavy riffs. Real Turned On's kind of got like this start stop riff going throughout it. That's a great song. Um, I actually think one of the there's and then some of the bonus tracks that you get on here that were supposed to be recorded for this. There's a song called Born in a Trunk, which is really awesome. But yeah, everything on here, even Come Away Melinda, I like, which is a ballad. It's actually an anti-war song. It's actually it's a cover actually. It's an old written by Fred Hellerman and Frank Minkoff. First released by Harry Belafonte in 1963. So it's actually
Really?
a cover of a Harry Belafonte song.
Dale,
Well, yeah. Imagine if they covered that. No.
that
Please.
guy.
That's why
Imagine
they
that, you're right.
got
Doing
snake
that.
on there.
David Byron going. David. Oh my god, that would be funny. But yeah, no, his voice sounds beautiful on that. David Byron was such a great singer. It's not usually something I would care for, but his voice is so good on that.
I love David Byrne.
It's a ballad, but it has like this dark feeling to it. It's not like this wishy-washy ballad. Because it's an anti-war song, so there's more of a dark feel to it. But he's got a great voice. David Byron, again, taken from us too soon because of drug and alcohol problems. So,
Oh my God.
yeah. Again, Rolling Stone magazine, Melissa Mills began her review by saying, "If this group makes it, I'll have to commit suicide." Like, really? Okay.
Did she?
I don't probably
Wow.
not. People, yeah, what a stupid thing to say. First of all, like, come on, like, just really.
Yeah, shut up.
All
Rolling
right,
Stone is a rag.
really, it's okay. It's like there's people out there with actually issues that probably have those kind of thoughts, and you're kind of making light of it. So I'm gonna kill myself if this band makes it big. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just
No,
that
she would've.
roll. You could not imagine if she said that now. There's no way that would get published now. Like they wouldn't allow you to put that in a publication now, saying that about something, comparing it to just no way. It's actually on Wikipedia. It says Canadian music critic Martin Popoff classifies this album as proto heavy metal. So there you go. Martin's actually on the Wikipedia page for this. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it's a solid album. I was just looking on Amazon right now. That's not available unless you're buying it used from somebody for like $26. It's like, yeah, no. But yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a hard album to get now on like CD or vinyl, really. So I don't own it, but it's on YouTube with it's like 26 songs total in the 2016 re-release with all these bonus tracks and like alternate takes of songs. But yeah, whether you have the UK or the American version, they're both solid. I would say the UK one, or sorry, the US one has a slight edge because of Bird of Prey. But then again, that ended up on the next album. So yeah, that's my second pick.
And I thought I was going crazy because I own the British version of this.
Okay.
And then I saw that it was on Salisbury, and I go, "Am I losing my mind? Is it in 2 places?"
Yeah, because it wasn't on the original. Yeah, which is weird because it's a far better song than Lucy Blues, which is fine. It's a fine
Oh
song.
yeah.
So then Alex's number 2 was Paranoid, and Logan's number 2 was In Rock. So we're getting some repeats here. All right, so West Coast Dave. Rand, what's your next one?
Can I just say something real quick?
Yep.
In my memory, I was like 18, 19 when this kind of stuff came out, and I was in the Air Force buying all this stuff. We never had a term called heavy metal at that time.
No,
We just called it rock.
Rock.
It's just rock, right?
A to Z, yeah.
Well,
Just
even
go to the record store, and there were no categories, there were no classifications. It was just A to Z rock, and you
well,
just would go. You'd go from A to Z, and you'd have like how many albums you could hold, and then you'd have to decide what you could afford, and go to the counter and buy it. That was all it was.
well, even like John Anderson of Yes, right? He was just like back then we weren't calling ourselves. There was progressive rock was not really a term early
No,
on.
there was no term called progressive rock. It was just like that.
Because
That
so long
band, yes, with the female sounding vocal, it was some stuff like that. We would just like it was all word of mouth. There was no internet or anything,
or just
It
another
was
rock
really
band.
hard to find
Yeah.
things out back then, and nobody could trust Rolling Stone because they were like full of crap,
Everything sucked. Just like Rolling Stone.
So
Yeah.
they hated Yes, and they hated Genesis, and they hated Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and we didn't care. I mean, I got to the point where I was buying Kerrang magazine, and there was a guy in there. I can't even remember his freaking name now. Howard somebody, I think. But anyway, every time he would complain about a prog band, I would go buy it.
Yeah. Whatever this guy
Say,
complains about.
well, if you don't like it, I'm going to love it. You know what I mean?
Rock
That's how
nice
things
to
work.
be back.
Couldn't put it better
There you go. That's right. That is actually right.
Oh,
Right there.
the
Oh, I'm
roll.
supposed to do my thing, huh?
That might
Okay.
kind of hurt a little, though. I don't know about that.
Here you go. Here you go. This is my number one.
You mean your number two? Wait, no.
This
No,
is
you're
my
number
number
one
one.
now. All right. I
One.
just did my number two. Yeah.
Let
Okay.
me give you a little history on this album.
You picked them last time, right? For
They
69.
called this Chicago 2. It literally was called Chicago when this was released on LP.
Yeah.
2 LP set again. This band was notorious for big releases. The first 3 were double record sets, and the fourth one was a 4 LP set with posters and booklets and live at Carnegie Hall. But anyways, this album is incredible. 25 or 6 to 4 is the greatest song I think they've ever done. But Make Me Smile was the first single off this album, and it was huge. We heard it today. We were driving back, and we heard it on the radio on Sirius. I love this record. It was called Chicago back in those days because they had to change their name from Chicago Transit Authority. So they titled this album Chicago, and then over time, it started being called Chicago 2. But as you can see, there's no 2 on this album.
Yeah, their album titles got ridiculous because like their
Now
90
this is the Stephen Wilson. This is the
60s.
Stephen Wilson remix, by the way, and it sounds so much better than the original album. I mean, Stephen Wilson really improved the sound of this album, but the songs on here are just so good. Make Me Smile, In the Country. I mean, there's just so much. Ballad for a ballet for what do you call it? Oh crap. Anyways, Ballad for a Girl in Buchanan or something like that. It's a long suite of songs that are just killer.
Yeah.
It starts with Moving In, The Road. And like I said, 25 or 6 to 4, but it's just the greatest, I think the greatest Terry Kath guitar solo ever. Probably playing on a Fender Stratocaster, according to the Tanglewood concert on YouTube. But I love this album so much. It's just so good. And I learned so much about playing guitar and everything. And I had to get away from the Beatles, which is why I jumped to Chicago. And I thought this was a good jump. But yeah, I love this album so much for 1970 and 71 and everything. And then after this came Chicago 3, which was had even more exciting stuff on it too. So when we get to 71, I might even bring that up.
If they're confusing with their album titles because their live albums are part of the numbered thing, so it's like Chicago 20 is like actually like their 26th album or something ridiculous. It's really dumb.
Yeah, they've got like
Greatest hits albums are part of the
oh,
numbered thing. It's like
here's
what?
the deal. I forgot to say this because before I leave this stage,
Yeah.
I saw this band, New Year's Eve, 1971 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and they were absolutely mind blowing. I saw Terry Kath. He was just a god that night, blowing everybody away. Just amazing. You got it right,
Great
Dave.
guitar player.
Not worthy. I mean, he was so good, and he was playing a Les Paul recording, low impedance pickup like Les Paul liked to play. and he killed on that guitar. I mean, it was just amazing. What a concert. So to fast forward to 2026, September 21st, Chicago is coming here to Redding, California, and I bought tickets for me and my girlfriend Cindy, and we are
Nice.
going.
Cool.
It's amazing.
Uh,
And there's only 2 original members left in the band. Another thing about original members, I just want to say real quick, because people always say, well, there's no original members in the band. The music creates the band.
Exactly.
The band does not create the music, even though it's already there, or they build new music, which is fine. But I am so sick to death of seeing, I won't listen to them because there's no original members. People evolve, people die, things happen. The music lives on forever. If it's good enough, the people will find the music.
yeah, true.
I agree.
That's what I say about Yes, the new Yes. I can't wait. It's coming out June 12th.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And this single, Aurora, I love it. And that's all I got to say.
The average concert goers, they just see the band. A lot of the people there probably don't even know whoever was in these bands. Half these people, they go to see like the
Right.
band. They just want to hear the music. They go to see Leonard Skinner. None of these people. I mean, yeah, of course you'll still have the diehard that know these things. Some of these people that go probably aren't even aware that there was this plane crash and there's all this history. They just know
Yeah.
the songs and they just want to hear the music, right? So. it's
Oh,
kind of-
yeah. I was doing a gig one time in a band at the bar and somebody yelled Leonard Skinner or something like that. And the drummer hated him so much. He said, I'd rather been on the plane
Oh Jesus! Oh,
on the microphone.
wow!
And he was drunk and we were going, what?
You knew that microphone's on. Yeah. Oh,
My God.
yeah, that's probably not a good night for him after that one.
And he was a famous guy. He was in the band called the Whackers, and they had, they had opened for the Doors. They were label mates on Elektra. But anyway, I don't want to throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Although I did.
But
He's a friend of mine,
He's canceled. He's canceled.
He's
Ernie
king.
Unshaw. But it's okay.
This is so long ago. No one's
Nobody cares.
what was it? Yeah, it's interesting. So you're going to see the Chicago then?
I'm going to see Chicago September 21st, right here in town. We don't have to go very far.
One of my dad's cousins. I don't know if you can see it on here. He kind of does like this. I guess you'd call it folk rock. There's all sorts of different styles on here, but I know he really likes Neil Young. So my dad cousin, he's a musician. I don't know if you can. You probably cannot read that. No, there's no way I'll read. Neil Donnell on backing vocals. He's currently singing for Chicago, doing the Peter Cetera part. So
Oh,
he's actually done like backing vocals.
I thought I recognized the name as soon as you said it. Yeah.
My cousin, he's actually worked with him. Neil does backing vocals. He's Canadian from Toronto. So
Well, they have a new album out. It came out like a couple of years ago. It's Born to Do Something. I forgot,
Okay.
but it's a good album.
cool. All right, cool. Tim, you're number one.
My number one is CCR's Cosmos Factory. Ramble Tamble, excellent. John and Tom Fogerty guitars, so good. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Awesome. Traveling band classic. Ooby Dooby, so 50 sounding. The whole album is one banger after another. It's one of the greatest album that's ever been recorded, in my opinion.
They look so country, but they're really not. It's
Up around the bend, looking out my back door, run through the jungle. Who will stop the rain? I heard it through the grapevine. Long as I can see the light, my baby left me an Elvis type tune. This is the ultimate CCR album, in my opinion, and it's only missing Proud Mary and Have You Ever Seen the Rain, or it would be an ultimate greatest hits album.
yeah.
The album is just so good. The guitar work, and it's a great recording. And
I think it's their last great album. After that, Pendulum. It was Pendulum before or after? I think it was.
I think Pendulum was after.
Yeah.
Can I just say something real quick before you guys?
Cosmos is, yeah.
I gotta get going here, but can I say something real quick? We did all this traveling, right, yesterday and today and everything. And on Sirius XM on channel 26, which is classic vinyl, we heard 5 to 6 Creedence Clearwater songs. 4 of them were on that album Tim's talking about.
Yeah.
That's how big they are. They're so huge.
Didn't John just get the name back or something, or the rights to use it or
Yeah,
something?
he just got the rights to the music. Yeah.
You know, and that it's such a shame that he cannot. I know he was the creator of all those songs and everything else, but you know, I would love to see him get back with Doug Clifford and all those guys. And you know, I know Tom's gone, but
Yeah.
you know, they could just do one last hurrah tour and everything, and you know, play those songs live. And
I know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing didn't go exactly well when they
no,
tried to do that. I don't think they even performed, right?
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should be totally ashamed of themselves. Exactly how they did with Bad Company. Finally, Bad Company gets in, but Paul Rogers was so sick he couldn't even sing, and you know,
They could have rescheduled it, but like they could have
and
done something.
you know, and they pussyfoot around with the whole thing. And all these bands that should have been in eons ago, they go in, but they're so old and so sick that they can't play.
A
It,
joke.
it's a travesty.
It's a
It,
joke. It's a
back,
total
back,
joke.
Bad Company should have been in
I mean, they put
years.
Metallica in. I get it. Metallica is one of the most famous metal bands going, but let the older bands that influenced
Let
them
the
get in
older
first. Like,
bands,
like I get it.
pioneers, let the pioneers go in first.
Yeah.
You know, and I love
Grand
Metallica.
Funk Railroad. They belong in there.
Who? Grand Funk
Grand Funk
Railroad?
Railroad.
Absolutely.
Jethro Tull.
Jethro's. I think
Paul's not
Boston.
in? No.
I think Boston was the
Boston. Oh
first
my
album
God,
on
Boston.
Long. My
Definitely.
goodness
Well, everyone in
gracious.
Boston is basically,
Yeah.
No respect.
yeah.
And Foreigner, they finally got in, but
Yeah.
you know, and Robin Trower,
Really.
Pat Travers, Rick Derringer.
Right.
They,
And
they,
the
they
stuff they call rock and roll isn't even rock and roll.
Honestly, they should just call it the Music Hall of Fame if they want to do it. And then
exactly.
have
Yeah,
the
they
How
ought to
in
change
the
the
Auditory
Yeah.
name.
Street
Can
thing if
you
they want to
tell
do that.
me? Can you tell me how in the world Green Day could got in before Bad Company?
Did Green Day actually get in? Really?
Green Day got
They ought
in,
to call it the
and,
Rock and Roll Hall of Paola.
I
and
actually like Green Day, but yeah, that's like, come on, no, not yet. Like,
The
no.
other guys belong in first. Hey,
yeah,
Rand,
Have
before you
categories
take,
if you want. Yeah, just
What
call it
the
the Music
hell
Hall of
is
Fame.
that?
I'd have no issues if they called it the Music Hall of Fame. Have like
I
a rock
agree.
category, a
Agree.
rap category for all these different musicians. Fine.
I agree with everything that Steve Miller said when he
Wasn't
he
he going
got
there
it.
to trash it during his speech?
Yeah, and he went off on them, and I could not agreed with him more. I mean, it was just disrespect.
It's more a money grab because if they actually, I think you're limited to like 2 guests per band. So like, if you want to bring like if you have like 4 kids, you have to pick which kids you want to bring, or otherwise you have to pay
My
for your other kids to be there.
gracious.
Rick Nielsen took a shot at them when Cheap Trick got in. He goes
Yeah,
up there and he's just like, I'd like to thank the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for charging so much for seats that my family didn't have to get dragged to this. I'm just like, what?
hey, Rand,
I
before
haven't watched one of those since Jeff Beck was on.
You're honoring
He
these
was
bands. I
incredible.
get it. It costs money to run these things, but like,
and
come on.
I'll tell you another band that should get in, and they're never going to get in is Foghat.
Who?
Foghat.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I don't really. They're not really famous enough, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, we heard "Fool for the City" this morning about
All right.
4 a.m, and it was killer.
hey,
Is
Rand,
Alice Cooper even
I gotta
in?
go.
Rand,
Yeah.
before you take off, look,
What do you got there?
I can't see that. It's the way you have it.
Turgid Pink, the one with the
Oh,
house.
I love their version of House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah, I wanted to
Excellent
show it to you
cover.
before you took off.
But I don't know anything else by them. They only played that on the radio, and they never played anything else. But it's such a cool version of House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah, just an honorable mention.
Guitar out though, yin yang on that record. I gotta go, you guys. Thanks
All
so
Take
much.
it easy, Rand.
All right,
I'm
Rand.
gonna
easy.
get. Bye.
Text me the songs you want us to play tomorrow, Rand. Oh, he's gone. All right. So who's next? Tim just went, right? Oh, now
Where
it's
we
all
at now?
weird. Hold on. Now I gotta. All right.
Rearranged.
Joey's turn, right? Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you there, Sid?
Oh, yeah. Are you?
Got no audio.
Really?
Uh-oh.
You can't hear me.
At least you're not frozen like you were before, but you've
You
got
guys-
no audio.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
here.
hear you fine,
You guys can hear me?
but you've been freezing up like you were
Really?
yesterday.
All right, tell Joey to just go then. He can't hear me. So someone else tell Joey
Can
he
you
can
guys
go.
hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can hear.
Go
Huh.
ahead. He said, "Go ahead, take your turn, Joey."
That's weird because I don't hear him at all. All right.
that's really odd.
I can hear everybody else just fine.
This is
Ask
weird.
him to leave and come back
All right.
in. See if that fixes
So
it.
my number one is going to be The Who live at Leeds. The greatest. That's what a lot of people say. They cite it as the greatest live rock recording ever made, including the Daily Telegraph, the Independent, the BBC, Q Magazine, and even Rolling Stone at one point said that. Unfortunately, because we don't agree with them usually. It was actually came out May 16th, 1970. It was recorded in 1970 in early February, looks like on Valentine's Day at the University of Leeds. And it's the first live album by The Who. And oddly enough, it's the only live album, officially released live album, that was recorded with the classic lineup. Reached number 3 in the UK, number 4 in the US, number 2 in Canada.
Yeah.
And the main single on the song was Summertime Blues, which was polled as the peaked at number 38 in the UK and number 27 in the US. And yeah, there's a couple different versions of this album out there. Obviously, you got to have one of the extended versions to really appreciate this album even more. I mean, just getting the short version that only has, I think, like 6 songs on it, it's great. But to have all the other tracks that actually were recorded during that show, like Heaven and Hell and things like that, is just awesome. Oh wow, nice. So I say the two notable tracks on the album were My Generation, because it also includes a medley of some other songs in there, including some of the Tommy songs. And Magic Boss has a unique, has Roger playing some harmonica in there, stretching it out. That song, they stretch it out pretty long at the end there. And yeah, the live. There's a couple different versions of it. The obviously I talked about the 6-song version, which was the original release. In 1995, they came out with the expanded edition 25th anniversary edition, which had like Fortune Teller on there and Young Man's Blues. Actually, that was on the first one too. Happy Jack appeared on the extended version. And they did the whole a quick one while he's away, which was pretty cool. To hear an interesting version of that live at that time. Then in 2001, they came out with another deluxe version that has like a 2-disc set, which I don't have that one, but I really enjoy the 25th anniversary edition. And that's about all I got for that one. Just a great album, and that's why I got it at my number 1.
Cool. Can you hear me yet or no? Nope. All right. Tell Joey to come back, leave, and then come back in. Maybe that'll fix it.
Is everybody else still there?
Dave.
Yeah, Joey,
I
try and leave
hear
and
Sid.
coming back. Sid's
What's
saying
that?
maybe if you leave and come back, then that'll fix the problem.
All right. Well, let him know that I got to actually go. So I'm just
Okay.
going to take off
I can hear
now.
him.
Okay, he can hear you.
Okay. Oh, you can hear me then. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I just can't hear you. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right. I'm signing off. I got my 3 in there, and
Okay.
it was great seeing you
fun.
guys all, and hopefully we can do this
Nice to
again
meet you.
in the future.
All right. Yeah. So
All right,
thanks
guys. Thanks.
Nice to
Joey
meet you.
for
Bye.
coming on
Yep,
here.
take care.
Sorry, there's audio issues,
Yeah.
but yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Now his thing is like frozen and all right. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what the hell. I should have told him. I forgot to mention because I've already told like a guest from a future show. He was asking, are we including live albums? And I said, no, not really. We're probably gonna do like a separate show with that. But I was John the Music Nut, so I just emailed him now saying he can include live albums if he wants. It's like, yeah, that slipped my mind because oh my god, I would have picked this as my number 1. But anyways, Yeah. So who are we on now? We're on West Coast Dave, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So what's
I'm
your
gonna
number one?
go with.
Oh, shut up.
Oh crap! I grabbed the wrong album.
Oh, if
Sorry.
that came out in 1970, it's ahead of its time.
Time stands still, baby. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna shift gears because there's a certain album with a certain song called War Pigs that might be the best song that's ever been made with the best drum intro.
Picking Paranoid.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Not anymore.
Oh, come on. Hey, if it's your favorite, we can have overlap. It's fine.
Because smoking and tripping is all that you do. Yeah, all right. But no, I'm going to go here instead because everybody
Really?
else
Okay.
other albums.
Yes.
I just figured let's get a little representation here.
There you go.
Immigrant Song.
Ah,
What a banger. Since I've Been Loving You is a real favorite of mine. I love playing that on my guitar. Out on the Tiles is a whole lot of fun. Some John Bonhamisms on that one.
On Bonhamisms.
Yeah. And Celebration Day.
Yeah.
That song's jumping around, high energy, a lot of fun. Cool album cover. Beautiful album. Love all the acoustic stuff too. So yeah, Led Zeppelin 3 is now going to be my number one. But Paranoid's note perfect. I mean, you can't. I literally think every single note played on Paranoid is perfect. It's a 10 out of 10. It's
all three of these that I'm picking today from you are 10 out of 10. So, all right, cool. Christina, see if there's more overlap again. Yeah.
One of my favorite bands, Deep Purple and rock, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, some overlap. Oh well, what can you do? I think I have.
Did you say that's your favorite band, Christina?
Deep Purple's one of my favorite bands. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said they were your favorite band.
No. They are one of my favorite bands. Did I say were? Maybe I said it wrong. Could be. It's been a long night.
One Direction's her favorite band.
What?
I'm going to make a band called Two Directions, and we're going to be twice as good.
Rush is another one of my favorites, Dave. Okay. I think I had some new stuff to add. They say, I don't think he mentioned, and nobody mentioned that it was recorded at IBC, Delane Leia and Abbey Road Studios.
Yeah.
And he mentioned it was produced by Martin Ritchie, who was a longtime friend of the band's. What else do I have here? I don't want to repeat anything. Did he say the lineup? He said the Mark II lineup, but he didn't say who it was, did he?
No.
We all know who that is, though, right?
Yeah.
Does everybody in the chat know? If they don't, it was Ian Gillan on vocals and Richie Blackmore on guitar, John Lord on organ and keys, Roger Glover on bass, and Ian Pace on drums. Which Ian and Roger replaced for Mark II lineup in June '69. They replaced Rod Evans and Mick Simper. Okay, and Speed King, high energy opener, guitar feedback. Got great organ in it, organ and guitar battles. Screaming vocals, a bass riff inspired by Jimi Hendrix Fire. Was originally titled Kneel and Pray and played before it was recorded. Played live before it was recorded. Ian said, what did he say about the lyrics? Oh, piecing the lyric together from phrases from favorite 1950s artists like Little Richie, Elvis Presley, and Chuck Berry. Bloodsucker got a crunchy riff, aggressive vocals, pounding drums. A blood-sucking figure, it says in the lyrics, a nasty sort of fellow. There are a lot of us, but they don't mean blood-sucking really. I think they just mean nasty people.
Yeah.
Child in Time. That has haunting organ intro, building intensity solo, organ solo, intense vocal screams, progressive anti-war reflecting the Cold War fear, threatens tensions and nuclear threat. The lyrics, the line that's down between good and bad. It's based on the main theme of the song, Bombay Calling by the band It's a Beautiful Life, and I should have had that from 1969 because I have the album that has Bombay Calling on it. It's beautiful,
Okay.
but it's from 1969. Okay, and where was I? Okay. Next is, sorry, my pages are sticking together. Flight of the Rat. It's a heavy, high energy, fast riffs, aggressive, long solos, steady bass line. It evolved from humorous, inebriated rehearsal jam on Flight of the Bumblebee by Roger Glover.
Yeah.
It's got nonsensical lyrics. 5 Into the Fire, heavy chromatic riff, slower tempo, prominent organ. Live, Ian would introduce the song as rock and roll with its trousers down and back to front. It was written as a warning against drug use. Living Wreck. That's groovy hard rock song, distorted guitar riff, growling organ. Richie uses an octane pedal on its solo. John played his organ through Marshall amps for that heavier sound. And the lyrics are about a drug-riddled groupie. They thought it wasn't good enough for the album, but they included it. And last is 7 is a Hard Lovin' Man, which has a great drum opening, aggressive high energy closer. It's fast tempo, distorted guitar. The bass line's great. Considered thrash or speed metal that pioneered the heavy metal gallop.
Yep.
Dedicated the song to their engineer Martin Birch. My favorites are, oops, my page is stuck, but I know it's A Child in Time, then Speed King, then the Flight of the Rat. And that is it.
All right, cool.
Except I have a ton of honorable mentions.
So my number one, I'm going to keep it short because we're talking about the same damn album. So not much to say, not much I'll really add, but it's funny whenever I think of this album. Oh my god! That's what you've been doing this whole time. That's funny.
No, that's what I just did to the last 30 seconds.
Wow. Not much to add. All I'll say is Bloodsucker's cool because at the end of that, it's kind of like backwards. It's like you hear the lyrics backwards almost, right, at the end. But other than that, Living Wreck kind of has that really cool, funky kind of groove to it. Just a great album. It's a 10 out of 10. This was so influential and monumental for heavy metal. Is it really heavy metal? You could argue it's not because it's still got the elements there, but I guess it's, if anything, it influenced heavy metal. It's hard rock at the very minimum. But yeah, great solid album, and they got like the Mount Rushmore thing, of course, iconic album cover. Again, one of the most iconic album covers. You see this, you don't even have to look at the title. You could know what it is, even if this writing wasn't on here. Like you would know the album just by the album cover, and like the music is just as good. And yeah, I know it's funny. Martin Popoff does not like Child in Time, which is kind of strange, but yeah.
My favorite.
I do laugh when now Martin did make me laugh because he posted on because you know how there's the lyrics with "Wait for the Ricochet" and "Child in Time." Martin posted on his Facebook one time. He posted he's like, I know everyone loved that song. I just can't get into it. I keep waiting for the Ricochet and it never comes. Made me laugh still, even though he doesn't like it. It's just, but yeah, it's funny. But yeah, but
For a guy that's written that many books about music, he's sure got some strange opinions.
yeah, I was surprised. Like Martin said, like he couldn't want this long and jammy. He doesn't like that kind of thing. That's why it's this long kind of thing. If you're not into like long, drawn out songs, then yeah, you're not gonna really like that. But oh, his vocal delivery on "Child in Time," though, like that's amazing. Those high notes. I don't know how the hell.
No, he thought it wasn't. Ian thought it wasn't good enough. He wanted to redo it, but the guy said no. Perfect.
And then if you see them doing it live around the same time, holy crap, it's even better. Like he goes even high, it's just nuts. But yeah, great song, and of course it's got that iconic dun, 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 the War March thing. So yeah, that's my number one is Deep Purple and Rock, and I had Alex and Logan's. Alex's number one was he messaged me. He's saying he's counting on West Coast Dave to pick it. Nobody picked it. He's like, if nobody picks this as their number one, they're all wrong. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. That was Alex's number one.
You know what? This is a slogan's rock and metal extravaganza. So, I mean,
you can argue it's rock, isn't it, Jeff?
I didn't bring it up.
No. It's I mean, yeah, I mean, you could argue it's rock, I guess, but
it's rockish, jazz, sort of.
Okay. And then
I purposely left it out, but it is one of my favorite albums of the 70s for sure.
Okay. And
I mean,
then Logan's number one was Paranoid. So yeah, Logan had Man Who Sold the World, In Rock, Paranoid. And then Alex had Eric Burden Declares War, Paranoid, and Bitches Brew. So everyone pretty much had Paranoid for the most part. So yeah, that's our picks. So it's another fun show. And you got time, you want to run over some honorables real quick? Anything, you don't have to talk about them, just quickly run off some honorables. Tim, Dave, and then Christina.
Deep Purple in Rock,
Yep.
Zeppelin 3, and that's basically it for me.
Cool. Dave.
Okay.
Hold your fire.
I really like this album.
You did that again.
This is the original pressing. Funkadelic's first album.
Yeah.
We got the Stooges' Funhouse.
I have that on CD.
This Parliament album, Osmium, is really beautiful. I love this album. There's a song called The Silent Boatman that I want played at my funeral. Yes, I've got the Layla.
Keeping it light here. I want this music to play when I'm dead.
Yeah. I'm not the hugest Jethro Tull fan, but this is my favorite
Benefit's great.
Tull album.
Benefit's great.
I love this album. Really cool album. H to H-E, who am the only one by Vandergraaf Generator. This is a fantastic record right here. And Bringing Up the Rear, you said no live album.
No.
Band of Gypsies.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
I got a file.
All right, cool. What's your honorables?
Grateful Dead, American Beauty, Beatles, Let It Be.
You got all the vinyl. Nice.
Paranoid, Alice Cooper, Easy Action.
Wow. I'm glad you picked that because I actually really like that. I know a lot of people don't, but
The Rolling Stones, Get Your Yayas Out.
yeah.
Pink Floyd, Adam,
Hard
Mother.
Mother. Yeah.
Oh, I'm losing my mind here because I can't see what I have. Bad eyes do not help the situation now, do they? Steppenwolf 7.
Oh, yes.
I love
That's a great album.
Led Zeppelin 3, of course.
Yep.
Let's not let out our buddies Grand Funk, Closer to Home and Live.
Plastic Ono Band came out in 70, Al. That's a classic. I missed that one. I skipped over.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, A Beard of Stars.
Oh, okay. before they were T-Rex.
Fleetwood Mac Kiln House.
That's yes, that's another great album.
Yes, it is. Hendrix Band of Gypsies. And last but not least, I do not know what I have in my hand. What do I have in my hand?
She texted me saying she has like 15 on her.
Hot Tuna, Hot Tuna.
Hot Tuna, okay. Wow.
Hot Tuna debut.
Yeah,
Now
so
I
I
got 50 million albums in my lap.
I got some honorables. Trapeze Medusa, that's one. Yeah, pretty much stuff that you guys picked. You did Zeppelin 3 and yeah, some of those other ones. Here's one that's been mentioned. I almost picked this over Uriah Heep, but I had to go with Uriah Heep. I was going to pick this, Man Who Sold the World. Here's one no one's mentioned. Rand will be happy if you were here. Gentle Giant, the debut. It's a great album. It's only 7 songs, but like there's some great material on here. Like they're really weird and quirky, but they get really heavy and they really get going. So Why Not is probably like the highlight on this one for me. Here's one I still haven't even opened it yet because again I have all these CDs I haven't opened because I'll just go and listen to them on YouTube. I don't know why I do that, but first Supertramp album. Pretty solid too.
I heard it.
Actually did not get released in the US until 1977 when they became popular, which is nuts because it came out in the UK in 1970. But, yeah, Christina mentioned it. Closer to Home, Grand Funk. Here's one. I gotta go with the Canadian band, American Woman, Grand Funk. Guess Who?
Guess Who?
I mean, you got American Woman on here. No Time, No Sugar Tonight / New Mother Nature.
Great songs.
And then you got like great deep cuts like 815's a heavy rockin' one, 969. And then just the first Black Sabbath. If we're gonna keep continuing with the Sabbath thing.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even bring that up. What the heck?
Yeah.
I showed it.
Because people probably forget that they had the 2 in the same year, right?
Yeah.
So that's our pick. So we'll be
I
back.
had some that I don't have albums for. Fanny, Jay Giles, the Jay Giles Band, James Gang Rides Again, Mott the Hoople Mad Shadows, East on the Boards, and Sugarloaf, and T-Rex.
Sugarloaf, wow. Sugarloaf's a great. Wow, you're going really obscure with this. Wow, that's a good one. Sugarloaf is great. That Sugarloaf album's actually pretty solid. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You forgot about that.
Wish I had it.
I'm mad I missed James Gang Rides Again. That's a great album.
That is a great one too. And I
forgot about that one.
How about Climbing by Mountain? That's a good one. And,
Nice.
I know Logan probably would have that on honorables. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow playing one song from each of everyone's picks. We're gonna get overlap, so you'll be hearing like 3 Deep Purple songs. I don't know what's gonna. They're kind of long. Might have to pick like some of the shorter ones off of here. Otherwise, we're gonna go over an hour for each show. Because it's 2 shows. But yeah, because we're having 3 songs off of this. I think there's 2 off of Paranoid. So 2 people picked, I think, Paranoid, right, or 2 or 3. But yeah,
3 of us picked Deep Purple.
I was concerned that everybody was gonna pick Paranoid, and it's just like, well, we have 6 panelists. Everyone's gonna pick that, and there's only 8 songs. It's gonna be the whole album's gonna end up being.
Deep Purple. Who picks Child in Time? I picked Child in Time. Who else picks Child in Time?
You wanna? Yeah, I'm trying to keep the short songs, but we'll see. Yeah.
Like
yeah, I'll put the playlist together and see how long it ends up being, and yeah. I'll probably go with a shorter song, so that should be fine. Yeah. I'm gonna try to pick. Yeah, I could just pick Paranoid off here to keep it short, but people don't need to hear that. No, I know what I'll go with instead. But all right. So, yes, I was paranoid about that happening. I can do math, despite not being very good at it. Yes. Do your math and make it work. Well, yeah, I can't just make it work. It has to be an hour. I can't just change the length of the songs.
Is that Ellie?
Cut like this. I'll turn Child in Time into a radio single edit. Make it 3 minutes.
No. Don't do that.
Cut out the whole guitar solo.
That's for Will. That's for Will.
Oh my God! Hold Your Fire. All right. What year did that, Dave? What year did that come out? Hold Your Fire. Just so I know not to have you on for that show.
Hold Your Fire.
19.
I wouldn't pick this probably whenever it came out. I don't really know, dude.
I look like a cult leader, probably.
1986, I think.
86, 87.
87.
Same year as me. So okay.
Oh, I was born in 1970, by the way. So the show is my birth year show.
Trying to think of how old that makes you now. See, I'm not good at math.
55.
55.
Almost 56. I'll be 56 this year.
Cool. All right.
You're young 56 and sprightly.
All right, cool. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with a music hangout, playing a song from each of these albums. We obviously have some overlap, so some albums will have a couple of songs being played from them, but that's all right. This is what people chose. So yeah, we'll be back not next week, because next week on Saturday, April 25th, I think it's Saturday, I'm going to see Triumph, so I won't be doing show next weekend. So
have fun.
Following week, yes, thank you. Following weekend after that, we'll be back with our Shanker series with me, Brian, Christina, Logan. Am I missing anybody? And Danny, obviously. Yes, of course. And Danny. So we'll be doing that, continuing our Shanker series. We're on his 3 acoustic albums that he did in the early 90s. So that's what we're on next for the Shanker series. So that'll be interesting. Got an acoustic EP, acoustic live album, and then he did like this almost, I guess you could call it ambient acoustic music. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like this. It's all instrumental. So yeah. Anyways, so that's what's coming up. And then yeah, of course tomorrow we're going to be listening to a lot of the songs from these picks today, from these albums today. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, go listen to these albums if you haven't already and check them out. And yeah, lots of good music to choose from on all these albums actually. So yeah, so
cool. Thanks, Lee. Nice to meet you, Christina. Nice to meet you, Tim.
I'd like to thank everybody for being. I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Tim's first appearance on the channel. I'd like to thank Tim for offering to come on here. Always an open invitation. Thanks Tim. Thanks West Coast Dave, Christina, and Joey and Rand who were here earlier. So yeah, so then we'll be heading to 71 in I guess 2 or 3 weeks from now. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow with some music. So,
have a good day, guys.
See you soon.